Hey, it's Mike again, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do today. I got a modification I'm going to do to my Corolla, and these are what I'm going to be using. Um, this part right here is, you can see through the packaging, it's got stitching on it. This is the surround for the shifter, and this is actually off of a GR Corolla, 2023, I believe, and there's the part number if you're interested. And then this is the shift knob from a 2023 infrared, which is also black with red stitching. And there's the part number. And then I have red stitching for my boot. And there is what I'm using right there. So let's get started. We're starting in here we're going to try to remove the console here. So I've got my kit that I got off of, I get this off eBay, I think. And the stupid thing is I got it because it's black and red, so it matches my car. But here's the kit for prying all this stuff loose. Let's get it all the way unzipped. It'd probably help, bonehead. And yeah, so here's our kit. And we are going to start by prying this on the sides here and seeing what we can get. Okay, just prying it up a little bit on the sides right here is how I got this centerpiece to move, and then this piece to come up. So we are going to go ahead and get the boot off, which all we do, I found out, is just press here, and that pops the boot off. And it's got a little clip underneath the shifter here, just a little wire clip, and you pull it out, and we'll get the shift knob off, and then we'll get this assembly off, because this is the part we're going to replace right here. This part right here is the part I got with the red stitching, so we're going to replace this part right here, and the shift knob, and we're going to change the stitching on the boot here, so let's try that. Okay, in trying to take this piece out, I figured out that you have to get this piece out first, and it pretty much unclips, except for at the bottom of the driver's side down there, there's a Phillips screw, as you can see. That's got to come out, and then this piece comes out, and you just unplug it, and then we get this piece out here, so that's what we're going to do next. Okay, I'm not going to remove this piece completely, but what we can see here is that there's a few screws, this one, that one up there, that one there, and that one there, holding it in. So we're going to unscrew these, and then take this piece out, and then see if the other one replaces it. The thing we learned is in order to get that center piece out, is we had to take this piece off, which is this little like change tray, and it's got two screws that hold it in and a couple little clips, and you just kind of push them back and pop that out, and then that piece comes out of there. So now we're going to swap this piece out here now. The thing I really got to stress is, if you're doing this, please be very careful with this plastic. It is very brittle. When I was popping this piece out here, the part of the change tray snapped. So this is really brittle plastic. So really be careful with it. If you have a heavy hand like me, you'll regret it pretty quickly. But now we're going to swap that piece out. Comparison of the two. This is my original right here. This is the one that's going in, and I just wanted to show that they are pretty much the same, you know. And we're going to go ahead and get this one put in right now. And this piece just kind of wiggle it a little bit, and this piece popped right out. So now we're going to put this piece in, which, if you notice, has also got like a pleather, you know, on it. So yeah. Okay, so you just line everything up. Make sure these two little tabs at the very front, this one and this one, get lined up, and then it pops right in. And then you have that. And yeah, that's pretty freaking badass. So again, Toyota builds stuff and reuses everything, so they're going to tell you it doesn't fit. Yeah, this is from a GR Corolla. It fits my Corolla, so don't worry about it. But yeah, there you go. Okay, the boot does take a little bit of finesse to try to get out, because it's got clips here that you can see that you got to kind of pry back a little bit, and you got to be really careful, because again, these will probably break really easily if you pry them too hardly. So I just kind of pry them one at a time and give a little bit of pressure to push it off. And then there's 6 of them, 2 on each side and 1 at the front, 1 at the back. And so once you get these off, you got the boot off. And I'm going to go ahead and take this boot inside, and I am going to remove it from its base and its top piece, and I'm going to try to stitch this boot, restitch it. So let's go from there. Okay, just wanted to show you here. This has got staples on it, so we're going to gently pry these staples up, and then we're going to just gently pry them out, and then we're going to start to replace the stitching here. Now, one thing I wanted to show you is I bought this boot off of I think it was D-Boys, and they make an awesome product. Don't get me wrong, this is awesome. It's really cool. I was hoping for the stitching to be a little bit thicker. That was my only pet peeve. And now that's me. That's not anybody else. So because the stitching on here is thicker, so I had to buy thread for to make it thicker, to match the shifter and the console piece in there. And as you can see here, as I'm trying to get this out one-handed, is this is the shifter, and its thread is thicker, obviously, and it's a lot thicker than this, and they're going to be in such close proximity that it was going to bug me. So I'm taking this 100% upon myself. Like I said, they make an awesome product. It's just, this is me, and I'm going to just reuse this and replace the stitching with thicker stitching. So that's just me. It's my personal preference, and I'm stupid. So this may seem a little weird, but this had a little zip tie on the top, and what I did is, instead of, I don't think I have any zip ties, so I just gonna reuse it. So I just stuck an X-Acto in there and just kind of pried this out so I can reuse the zip tie. Just an FYI when you're working on this, that there's a zip tie holding it on the top. I wanted to give you a slight preview here. Here is half of it stitched. By hand. I used a leather needle and thread, obviously, and there's half of it stitched up. So now to do the other half. Here we are, all stitched up, new stitching in, boot back on, reuse all the staples, and reuse the zip tie to get this back together. So now let's go slap this baby together. Okay, the boot is snapped back in, and all the screws are back here, and we're going to pop this piece in and see how it looks. Here we are. That is slick. I'm really loving that look, and I love this freaking gear shift knob. It's freaking cool as shit. And look how nice the stitching looks. Yeah, this came out really nice. I'm very, very happy with that. I am very pleased. That is gorgeous. So yeah, GR Corolla shifter bezel here, infrared shift knob, and I just swapped out the stitching on the boot. Simple as that. Only took a couple hours. Mostly just about an hour just the stitching, but yeah, it looks that's freaking nice. I like that. That looks so good. I'm really happy with that. What do you guys think?